Furong Town, an ancient town with a history of 2,000 years, is located in Yongshun, Jiangxi. Due to a waterfall running through it, Furong Town is also known as the 1,000-year-old town hanging on the waterfall. Furong Town is an ancient town that combines ethnic customs and natural landscapes, surrounded by green mountains and flowing green waters. The town also has quaint and deep alleys, as well as tujia stilt houses along the 5-mile-long street, showcasing the ancient ethnic customs and beautiful scenery everywhere. Furong Town is not big and there are not many tourist attractions, but they are all unique and worth mentioning together. Shizhou Copper Pillar, located in the Folk Customs Museum of Furong Town. The copper pillar is 2 feet high and weighs more than 5,000 pounds. It has 6 hearts buried in the soil, 8 sides in shape, and a hollow interior. It was built in 940 BC and is a witness to the alliance between King Ma Shifan of Chu and Governor Peng Shizhou of Shizhou after years of war. The 10-mile stone slab street in Furong Town is paved with bluestone slabs, surrounded by shops and tujia stilted houses. A stone slab path leads directly to the ferry dock on the banks of the Yushui River. Looking left from the dock, you can see the large waterfall in Furong Town and the Feishui village on the edge of the cliff. To go to Furong Town, the must-visit place is this large waterfall that passes through the city. This waterfall is the largest and most spectacular waterfall in the western Hunan region, with a height of 60 meters and a width of 40 meters. The water flows down from both sides of the cliff with a huge momentum, and even from 10 miles away, the sound of water hitting can be heard. Furong Town is named after the 1,000-year-old ancient town hanging on the sound of waterfalls. Next to the waterfall in Furong Town, there is a Tusi Palace, which is also one of the characteristic attractions of Furong Town. This place used to be the summer resort of the local Tusi king. On the side of the Tusi Palace are cliffs and steep cliffs, and there are waterfalls and flowing water in front of the palace, creating a majestic atmosphere. The site of the Tu-Ren Residence Cave is located at the water inlet under the Great Waterfall in Furong Town. It is a stone cave where early Tu people lived. This cave is very large and can accommodate around 1,000 people, but now the landscape has been affected by floods for thousands of years, and this cave has been washed away by a large amount of sediment, transforming into its current appearance. Gulu Village is located on a cliff at the entrance of the Dadu River Grand Canyon in Sichuan Province, known as the Village on the Cliff. It is a ethnic village with over 500 people. In the past, the people of Gulu Village had only one way to go outside, which was from the cliff to the Dadu River. In fact, that's not a road. The steep part is a ladder made of wooden sticks, and where wooden ladders cannot be built, rattan ropes are used. In the past, when going down the mountain, thick wild vines were collected from the mountains like hose, tied to tree stumps above, and pulled down. Moreover, they had to carry dozens or hundreds of pounds of mountain goods on their backs, which were used to exchange salt and cloth at the foot of the mountain. If they were not careful, they would fall into the steep cliff and have no place to die. In 2003, the government funded and villagers worked hard to carve a 3-kilometer, nearly 1,000-meter high, tens of centimeters wide road on the cliff, which they called the Mule Horse Road. According to historical records, hundreds of years ago, due to tribal struggles, their ancestors were hunted down by other tribes and fled all the way here. Gulu Village was transliterated from the sound of gurgling as rocks rolled down the mountain, indicating the danger of this place. Before 1962, Gulu Village was almost completely closed off, and the small village was almost completely isolated and secluded in the high mountain valleys of the Dadu River. Everyone knows that Huizhou is beautiful. The ancient charm of Shidi Hongzuan and the wonders of Mount Huangshan mountain are enough to make people linger. But little do they know, there is a mysterious ancient village hidden on this ancient land, hidden at the top of a high mountain, suspended on 3 sides, and surrounded by clouds for half of the year. It is simply a real-life version of the Sky City. It is Mulijin Village in Mount Huangshan, Anhui Province. It is known as the most beautiful mountain village in Mount Huangshan. It has a history of more than 400 years. It is very rare to build it on a ridge of nearly 1,000 meters. It is only connected to Kuzu Ridge in the south. In addition, the mountain is surrounded by clouds all the year round. The whole village seems to hang on the cloud. Mulijin, the name itself carries a fairy-like aura that does not dwell on the hustle and bustle of the world. Unlike those famous ancient villages that showcase their prosperity, it upholds its own unknown purity and tranquility. Standing in this secluded paradise above the clouds, watching the sunrise and sunset, the clouds rolling and relaxing, time seems to become slow and long between heaven and earth, making people forget the hustle and bustle of the city. The entire village is built along the mountain, arranged in a staggered manner. The village still retains a large number of traditional Huizhou-style buildings, with white walls and black tiles, and towering horsehead walls. From a distance, it looks like an exquisite and beautiful ink painting. Due to its unique terrain, there are hundreds of days of clouds and mist every year here, which is rare in southern Anhui. The light and heavy mountain fog wraps around this high mountain village, hanging on 3 sides all year round. It can be said that there are endless green forests and bamboo seas, and there are households deep in the white clouds. The village was founded in the late Ming dynasty and has a history of more than 400 years. Currently, there are only over 50 households in the village, mainly surnamed Zhan and Hong, with a population of about 160 people. The villagers raise chickens and grow rice, and bring mountain spring water into their homes, living a self-sufficient and comfortable life. The entire village of Shirtu City in Yunnan is built on a huge rock, with 108 Nashi families. There are cliffs everywhere here, the environment is beautiful, and birds sing and flowers bloom. Under the cliff is the rushing Jinsha River. The entire village is sometimes covered by clouds, as if it were a fairyland. This stone city is called Baoshan Stone City. Although it has a city in its name, it is actually an ancient village with an area of only 0.5 square kilometers. How old is this village? It can be traced back to the period of Kublai Khan in the Yuan dynasty, with a history of nearly 700 years. Baoshan Stone City is about 120 kilometers away from Lijiang Jinsha River Canyon, with cliffs on 3 sides and a stone slope on one side, straight into the Jinsha River. Stone City still maintains a very primitive state with few commercial traces. You can see a more primitive ancient village. At present, there are no cars in the village, and the most common mode of transportation is horses, so almost every family in the village has their own horses. This stone city, in ancient times, was actually a truly perilous city. It is close to the Jinsha River, backed by the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain, and surrounded by steep cliffs. The ancient city only has east and west gates for entry and exit, and residents have built a 5-foot-high stone wall around it, making it easier for the stone city to defend and provide cover. In addition, there is a continuous source of water left from the mountain, so the city gate is closed. This is a military fortress, one man holds the key, 10,000 men cannot open it. Guoliang Village is located deep in the Taihang Mountains of Huisian County, Xinjiang City, Hunan Province. It was named after Guoliang, the leader of the peasant uprising army in the late Western Han Dynasty, who fought against the Wang Mang Dynasty here. Guoliang Village is located on a cliff, and throughout history, it has only been connected to the mountain by a ladder, almost isolated from the world. In the 1970s, villagers forcibly excavated a 1,250-meter-long hanging road on a cliff, ending the village's history of relying on ladders for entry and exit for thousands of years. The cliff corridor, in 1972, the village selected the 13 warriors and started construction first in 1972. On a cliff over 100 meters high, a large rope was tied around the waist and the work was carried out in the air, with copper chiseling through red rocks and iron hammers breaking through stone walls. Later, all men, women, and children in the village joined the battle, and in 1977, they chiseled out a wall-hanging road that was 1,250 meters long, 6 meters wide, and 4 meters high. In order to clear debris, ventilate, and allow light to pass through, 35 skylights were excavated on the outside of the corridor, which have now become windows for tourists to enjoy the scenery of the mountains. The Hanging Wall Road in Guoliang Village is a stunning highway known as the Ninth Wonder of the World. It travels through the cliffs of the Taihang Mountains, embedded in the cliffs at an altitude of 1,200 meters, like a heavenly road, which is breathtaking. This hanging wall road is 1,300 meters long and was excavated by the people of Guoliang Village with their hands and wisdom, after 5 years of arduous efforts. They used primitive tools to hammer the rocks one by one, creating a channel on the hard rock wall that connected Guoliang Village with the outside world. Shabat Village is located in the southwest of Furong Town, Huayuan County, Xiangxi Tujia and Miao Autonomous Prefecture, and is named after the 18 karst caves in the area. There are 4 natural villages, 6 village groups, 225 households, and 939 people in the whole village. This used to be a remote and extremely impoverished Miao village with poor transportation. Natural scenery, Shabat Village is located in the hinterland of the Wuling Mountains, with mountains and waters interdependent and beautiful scenery. The village has a babbling stream, towering ancient trees, mountain peaks, and misty clouds. Tourists can experience the amazing craftsmanship of nature and appreciate the beauty of the mountains and waters in western Hunan here. Ethnic culture, Shabat Village is a village inhabited by Tujia and Miao ethnic groups, preserving rich ethnic culture. Tourists can enjoy the ethnic songs, dances, costumes, architecture and other cultural elements of the Tujia and Miao ethnic groups here, and feel the ethnic customs of Xiangxi. Ancient village style, Shabat Village has preserved a well-preserved ancient village style, with ancient wooden houses, stone roads, ancient wells, etc., all filled with a sense of historical weight. Tourists can experience the lifestyle of ancient villages and feel the rural customs of Xiangxi here. A specialized cooperative for Miao embroidery specialty farmers has been established in the village, providing skill training and employment opportunities for local villagers, especially rural women. After professional training, embroiderers present exquisite Miao embroidery works to the world with their superb skills and unique creativity. These works not only beautify life, but also become an important channel for villagers to increase income and become prosperous. Old artists embroider traditional patterns with exquisite craftsmanship, while the younger generation uses digital technology to design innovative embroidery styles.